I went for a backpacking trip to Poland to hike in the Tatra Mountains for a week, and hopefully by the time you watch this video, Tomas, the editor, will finish editing travel video. Sorry, what? Oh, yeah, yes, it will be ready. Yes, of course. That's good. And now let's see what gear I was using in that trip, or better, let's say, what's in my hiking backpack 2023. I'm using Shimoda Action X version 1 size 50 liters. I will start from the outside of my backpack, showing and describing gear that I'm using, that I used in this backpacking trip, and we'll go slowly inside, taking everything out. First item will be hiking sticks, hiking poles. They are attached to the backpack by using these straps. There is like two options. One is just pull out like this, and stick number one is almost ready. You just need to extend the poles. I think maximum height is 135 centimeters, but I was using like 120 or something. And second option is just to unclick these clips. 1, 2, and stick is also getting out in case if I'm tightened too tight, and it is impossible just to pull out the sticks. Next item is a water bottle from Decathlon. This one is pretty, I would say, useful. It's soft and can be folded in itself and doesn't take much space. I need to admit I didn't use it at all at this trip, so it is useful, maybe not on this trip, because there was plenty of water supply, so I didn't need it at all. Next one is my microfiber towel. It's pretty compact and ideal for hiking adventures in this case, and it is, as I remember, it's kind of medium size. There was much bigger, but I didn't need it at that point, so using this. But at this trip I realized that maybe I will need to upgrade to L size. And last thing attached outside is my rain cover. I would say my second rain cover, and particularly this one I'm using and also used on this trip only when it's heavy rainfall and my regular rain cover doesn't help me. So it looks like this. And it's also from Decathlon. Let's go inside the backpack. There is two access points. One is rolled up from the top, obviously, and the second access point is from the side. Right here you can see the zip, and it's access to the same compartment, which is can be accessed through here. I have a company here. So you just need to open the zip and take maybe essential stuff that is nearby the zip. We will open it from the roll top and see what I have inside. So, 1, 2, 3. First item inside is raincoat slash wind coat. Mostly I would say wind coat because it don't have such good waterproof or water resistance level, but for misty rain or maybe medium heaviness rain it will succeed with the tasks. Next I have a pair of flip-flops, mainly for camp usage. I would say only during the camping, to take off the hiking boots and give rest for your legs. Next one is fleece warm jacket, also mainly usage during the camps for stay warm. but also was useful during the hike when it was pretty windy or abnormal temperature drop. Next one, the most essential stuff, toilet paper. I didn't use it, as you can see it's full, because we stayed at Polish mountain huts, and of course there was toilet paper, there was toilet normal, so no need to use toilet paper during the hike. But you never know when you will need it, so always take it just in case. Next one is first aid medical kit. I bought this from Decathlon. Who knows this manufacturer will say that Decathlon for sure. Inside there is plenty of stuff, and also some additional stuff that I put in for my needs, like painkillers and some special medication for me. Next item is a burner from Penguin company. It looks like this. Easily on a screwable base, easy attached to the gas cartridge and ready to use. And speaking of gas cartridge, it is next item, nothing specific, just gas cartridge. I used again from Decathlon, and size is 178 milliliters or 100 grams. Next one is my mug or cup where I prepare food, bought in our local shop, brand Penguin, capacity of 500 milliliters, so pretty good one, simple one with nice handles, easy to use if this part is pretty hot. Those rubber silicones attachments help you to hold it without burn yourself. Next item, wet napkins or wet tissues, just mandatory to wipe your in case if you need it. Next one is sleeping mat, again from Decathlon. I'm using 700 ultra compact air structure, weight is 510 grams, L size for 180 centimeters high, I'm a bit shorter, inflatable, easy to use, easy to store, compact and so on. Next one is sleeping bag from brand Baude, pretty old sleeping bag already, as you can see by the logo, it's already washed out. The main information that you need to know about the sleeping bag, that its comfort temperature is 11 degrees, limit 7 degrees and extreme -5 degrees. So for this hike it was okay, but in the next video I will tell what I'm thinking about that. Also I have here some additional mesh pockets, and here I'm storing extra hiking socks, 2 pairs. Also additional hiking underwear, I think 3 pair, Decathlon style. And one more mesh pocket somewhere here. And right here I have spare hiking t-shirts, black color, and I think also something similar to green, maybe some bluish, but yeah, 2 hiking t-shirts, also from Decathlon. So this is it, our main compartment is empty, as you can see. Now let's open this compartment, and I will have access to my water blader. It is possible to pull through the water line inside the bag and get out somewhere here, so you have like quick access on a shoulder strap. Yes, I'm using it and it's comfortable for me. I know that many hikers and many other YouTube hikers like hate water bladers and telling that they're heavy and so on, but for me it is like quick access and easy to take, rather than take off the bag, took out water bottle or somehow otherwise. Here I have my buff for my neck and maybe some head protection during the strong wind or mosquitoes. But luckily and thankfully in the mountains you don't have mosquitoes, but in windy conditions it was pretty helpful. Also, Windstoper Hat was pretty helpful during the first couple of days because it was very windy. It's also from Decathlon, as you can see by the brand. Here I have two pockets with some, I think, camping stuff. In one I put my headlamp, and also here I have earplugs. Simple earplugs to protect yourself from your snoring neighbor. When you are sleeping in a room with, I think there was 12 beds, then for sure, for like 100%, somebody, at least one person, will be snoring. And I think in the middle of the night, near the Morski Oko Lake, I woke up, took them out, and I heard a lot of snoring, so I was pretty lucky that I took those. And in this pocket I have my pouch or plastic case for my SD cards. Previously I had a soft case, but I understand that during this backpacking period, hiking periods, there might be situations when your bag fall, and to avoid situations where SD cards are corrupted or water damage, because this case is also waterproof, I bought this one. Simple stuff, I think I bought it on AliExpress. Next item that I have here is leg and hand warmers. Luckily I didn't need it to use them. Those are mainly made for cold temperature or about zero temperature, but I need to admit that at the last day when we got into the pouring rain and when we finally got to the bus, I was shaking and I had an idea to use those, but somehow I managed to survive without those. So, useful stuff, always take it with you. So these pockets are empty. Now there was water bladder, and also I have in this pocket, it's like double pocket with a divider between. So here I had water bladder, and here I have some stuff for camping, like this inflatable pillow. I think it cost like 5 euros or something from Decathlon. Nothing sophisticated, cheap, easy to use and easy to store. Next item that I have there is my camping socks, warm and soft. It's a main criteria that I need for this kind of socks. Next is regular t-shirt. I think it's from cotton. Only for camping usage, not for hiking. And last thing, I think, yeah, it is camping trousers. Simple stuff. Now we are heading to the side compartment. To open it, you just need to unclip this bucket. And like this, you have access to my shower itineraries. So this is, I don't remember what this is. Oh yeah, this is a sun cream, sun protection cream, 50 SPF, toothbrush. As you can see, I just cut it maybe 2/3 of this brush for weight purposes, because as much as you can downgrade your weight, you need to do it. Next is toothpaste. I don't care that it's mentioned for kids. It's like regular toothpaste, whatever. Obviously, I also put toothpaste in this kind of bag to avoid spillage and damaging all stuff that are inside. Here on the side I have my plate. It's pretty thin, but by magical hand movement, now you have a bowl. Oops. For morning porridge or evening soup, pretty good, pretty, I would say, lightweight, and again compact and easy to fit inside. And next one is fork spoon or spoon fork, call it whatever you want. Here I have some knife imitation, but I don't use this part. I have separate knife for cutting purposes. And one more thing is igniter. Because I don't smoke, I need to somehow start the fire or start the burner, and quite easy to use. You need just a couple of sparkles and ready to use. Finally, we got to the main compartment where electronic is stored. So let's open it. Hop. I will start from left to right. My DJI MINI 3 Pro drone. I didn't use it at all. Also will mention this in separate video, mainly because in national park it's not allowed to fly drones, and more on this on separate video. So this is controller from my drone. Also didn't use it at all. These are spare batteries for drone. Need to admit, this one piece of equipment I used, but not to supply power for my drone, but to supply power for my phone, because on the last day, exactly when we're waiting for our bus back from Poland to Latvia, all my power banks were dead already. And I remember that this kind of charger is supplying like power two ways, and it is possible not just only to charge these batteries from the outlet, it is also possible to charge other equipment like your phone or something else. So I used it and it was a saver. Here you can see my mic with a cable, regular cable. I'm using, I think it's Boya MM1, and I use this microphone all the time during our backpacking trip. In this corner I have my lens, my second lens, 50mm 1.8 aperture. Used it only maybe once or twice, and even not for a video, but for a couple of shots and one time lapse. And this is a regular ND filter for lenses, KNF concept. It's not magnetic, it's need to be screwed on. In the middle we have some additional batteries for main camera. I have two of them just in case. I have power adapter with me. When we were staying in the hotels, sometimes there were power outlets, and also during the bus trip from Latvia to Poland, our bus was equipped with a power socket, so this was quite handy, quite in use, and also charging cable. And last piece of equipment is here. Actually, this part is like reserved for my main camera, but because now I'm filming it with it, so it's empty, and for demo purposes I put there my two power banks. One power bank, but there was like two of those. One right now is in use. It's a Redmi, I think it was 20,000, yeah, 20,000 milliamperes, and it is almost it. The last thing that I want to show you is stored here. This is like a laptop sleeve or a tablet sleeve, but because I didn't take a tablet with me, no practical use for that, I store the rain cover for my backpack. This is actually for my smaller backpack for 30 liters, but somehow I was able to use it for 50 liters. Of course, need to admit that I was not able to cover it from all sides, especially from the bottom, but it managed somehow to help me in the heavy conditions. And also there is additional cover, but of course it's not waterproof cover. This cover is designed for this like cube which is inside. It can be pulled out like this. This is, as I remember, medium size, and you can put inside this cover with all your equipment inside. You can put this cubic cube inside this cover, zip it up, and you're ready to go. This is very helpful when you need to store your backpack in the bus compartment below the floor, where you don't have access to it and you don't know who is touching or what's happening here. So your all expensive equipment, all equipment that you're very afraid of damage or afraid that somebody will steal it, you can take it with you. And how my editor mentioned, video will be already done and you can watch it by clicking right here.